Every single athlete is on the hunt for that edge, right? That perfect training plan, that game-changing diet, the latest gear. But what if the most powerful performance enhancer out there isn't in a gym or a lab, but it's actually in your bed?
Yeah, because for all the hours of absolutely grueling training, all the perfect nutrition, so many athletes are unknowingly sabotaging their own potential every single night. They're up against an invisible opponent that's quietly stealing their speed, their accuracy, and their endurance.
And this isn't some rare fringe problem. The numbers are frankly shocking. Studies are showing that somewhere between 50 and 78% of elite athletes are dealing with significant sleep issues. That's over half the world's best competitors fighting a battle they might not even realize they're in.
So what is going on here? What's causing this massive crisis? Well, you know the saying, you can't beat an enemy until you identify it. And it turns out the world of elite sports mixes up a pretty unique and powerful cocktail of things that just wreck our sleep.
I mean, just think about the life of an athlete. You've got high-intensity training that puts unbelievable stress on the body. You've got that pre-competition anxiety that just keeps your mind racing. Long-haul travel, that throws your body clock into total chaos. And then there's the schedule itself, these brutally early morning sessions and high-stakes evening games that make winding down practically impossible.
And all these things aren't just inconvenient, oh no. They come with a real measurable penalty on your performance. And this is where the true cost of that lost sleep gets crystal clear.
You might be thinking, okay, I get it, but I can handle a couple of rough nights, right? So what's the real big deal here? Well, the science says it's a much bigger deal than most of us think.
And here's a super important distinction we have to make. We are not talking about pulling an all-nighter, staying up for 30 hours straight. That's total sleep deprivation, and it's pretty rare. The real enemy for athletes, the one we see all the time, is partial sleep deprivation. That's just losing a couple hours a night for a few nights in a row. It's sneaky, it builds up, and the damage is absolutely significant.
So what actually happens inside your body? Well, your endurance just tanks. Your reaction time, it slows way down. Those precise skills you spent years and years perfecting, they get sloppy. Your sprint performance drops off. Everything just feels harder. And your ability to make those smart, split-second decisions on the court or the field, yeah, that's compromised too.
And the hit is not just physical, not even close. Sleep loss triggers a massive mood crash. Research shows it dramatically cranks up feelings of confusion, fatigue, tension, and even anger. All while your sense of energy and vigor just drains away. So you're not just physically weaker, you are mentally and emotionally way off your game. Okay, but this is where we flip the script. Enough of the bad news, because understanding this problem actually gives you an incredible advantage. If you can master your sleep, you can literally hack your recovery and unlock a level of performance your competition can only dream about. Let's talk about our first power move. It's called sleep extension. And this isn't just about sleeping more when you feel tired. No, this is a proactive strategy. You are strategically banking extra sleep, aiming for more than your usual in the days before a big competition. You're building a buffer. And look, this isn't just a nice theory. We have stone-cold proof. In one famous, groundbreaking study, researchers had Stanford's varsity basketball players extend their sleep, aiming for 10 hours a night for several weeks. And the results? They were absolutely staggering. The players got measurably faster with better sprint times. The shooting accuracy from the free throw line went up a lot. And on top of all that, they just felt better. Their mood improved, they had more energy, and way less fatigue. This wasn't a small tweak, it was a huge competitive edge, all from just sleeping more.
But let's be real, a 10-hour-a-night sleep schedule isn't always possible, especially with crazy travel and training demands. And that brings us to our next weapon in the sleep arsenal, the strategic nap. So what do you do when your schedule is just completely jammed, when getting that full night of extended sleep is simply not going to happen?
That's when you bring in the power nap. It is the perfect tool to fight back against that fatigue that just comes with being an athlete, and it's amazing for beating that classic post-lunch dip in performance.
And the science on this is super clear. Even a short nap, we're talking just 20 to 30 minutes, has been shown to improve sprint times. If you can get a longer one, up to 90 minutes, you can get a huge boost in alertness. Naps are a proven way to improve explosive movements like jumping and to do better on agility tests like the shuttle run. Just take a look at this. It doesn't get much clearer. A huge meta-analysis, which is when they combine the results from lots of different studies, looked at performance on the shuttle run test, and the data is just overwhelming. Athletes who took a nap during the day showed a significant, measurable boost in performance compared to the ones who didn't. It's an edge you can get in the middle of your day.
Okay, so let's put this all together. This isn't about just, trying to get more rest. This is about having a clear, actionable playbook to turn your sleep into a real strategic advantage.
So here it is, your 4-step playbook. Step 1, lock down your baseline. Make that 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a non-negotiable foundation. Step 2, bank your sleep. Before a big competition, use sleep extension to shoot for 10+ hours. Step 3, deploy strategic naps. Use a 25 to 90-minute nap to kill fatigue and boost your afternoon performance. And Step 4, know the enemy. Actively manage those things like travel, stress, and late games that you know are going to mess with your sleep.
So the big takeaway here is really to change how you think about sleep. It isn't just passive rest. It is an active biological process of recovery. It's where your body repairs itself, where your mind locks in what you've learned, and where your true performance potential is actually built. So treat it that way, not as an afterthought, but as a critical part of your training. Because that secret weapon you've been looking for, it might just be a good night's sleep.